my beloved child, I come to you now, my wings brushing the edges of your world, my light breaking through the darkness that has weighed on your soul for far too long. I bring news urgent and powerful, a news that will free you from the chains of fear and lift the burden that has been pressing on your spirit. Listen carefully, for these words are not just mine. They come from the one who sees all, who knows all, who balances all. The time of suffering is ending. The time of justice is here. The witch, the one who has haunted your life, who has whispered lies into your ears, who has sent curses to block your path, her time is running out. She thought she could harm you without consequences. She thought she could poison your life and escape untouched. But she was wrong. The darkness she used against you is now turning back on her. The very evil she sent your way is circling back, ready to consume her. This is not a wish, my child. This is not something that may or may not happen. This is divine law. This is truth. This is the hand of God at work. Have you not seen how the universe works? God moves like a mirror, reflecting everything back to where it came from. Every action, every word, every thought returns to its source. The witch thought she could hide behind her spells, her lies, and her cruelty, but nothing is hidden from God. The universe keeps records, written in light and stone. She believed she was untouchable, but now, the weight of her own sins is pressing down on her. The darkness she controlled is no longer obeying her. It is turning on her, wrapping around her like chains she cannot break. Every curse she spoke is now returning to her lips. Every tear she made you cry has turned into a flood, rising to pull her under. Every wicked word, every cruel action, every hateful thought to everything is coming back to her. She thought she could sit on a throne built on lies, but that throne is crumbling beneath her. The ground is shaking. The walls around her are breaking. The darkness she loved so much is no longer her friend. It is now her enemy. And you, my child, you do not need to do anything. This is not your fight. You do not need to lift a finger. God has already spoken. The universe is already moving. The judgment has already been made. What she planted in the soil of your life will now grow in her own field. The thorns she placed in your path are now wrapping around her feet. The pain she wished upon you will now be her own. This is the natural order of things. This is justice. Do you feel it? Do you sense the shift in the air? The weight on your soul is lifting. The heaviness she placed on you is dissolving. The nightmares she sent are fading into nothing. Soon, very soon, she will be gone, not just from this world, but from your heart, from your mind, from your spirit. She will be nothing more than a memory that no longer has power over you. But listen, my child. There is something you must do. Do not speak her name. Names have power, and the less you say it, the weaker she becomes. Do not fear her shadow. Every time you feel afraid, you feed her strength. Instead, stand tall. Smile. Laugh. Live. Let her see that she no longer owns even a piece of your soul. She is losing. She is falling. she is breaking. And you? You are rising. You are walking into the light. You are free. Wait and watch, my child. Wait as the poison she made for you turns back on her. Wait as the thorns she planted pierce her own flesh. Wait and rejoice, not because of her suffering, but because of your freedom. You are stepping into a new season, a season of light, a season of peace. And she will no longer be able to touch you. If you are ready for this shift, if you are ready to be free, type Lord and call upon the one who brings justice. Let the heavens know that you are stepping into your power. Let the universe see that you are ready. Your time has come. Your freedom is here. The witch is falling. And you? You are rising. There will come a day, a moment, when her body fails her. It may happen suddenly, like a candle snuffed out by a gust of wind, leaving behind nothing but a wisp of smoke. Or it may creep upon her slowly, a sickness gnawing at her from within, consuming her inch by inch. Perhaps she will struggle against it, refusing to accept what is coming, clinging desperately to the life she once twisted to her will. But no spell, no curse, no dark force will be able to shield her when the time arrives. I cannot tell you the exact hour, for that knowledge is hidden even from me. But I can tell you this, you will know when it happens. You will feel it, my child. The air around you will shift in a way you cannot quite explain, as if a heavy fog that has weighed upon your soul for years has suddenly lifted. The world will seem different, lighter, brighter, as though a storm cloud that had stubbornly clung to your sky has finally shattered, allowing the golden rays of the sun to break through. The chains that bound you in fear, the weight of her influence that you carried for so long, will fall away. You may not recognize it at first. It may come as a strange stillness, an unfamiliar peace, a deep breath that fills your lungs in a way you had forgotten was possible. And then, slowly, the realization will dawn, she is gone. The fear she planted in your heart will begin to unravel. The doubt she whispered into your mind will dissolve like mist before the morning sun. The nightmares she wove, those dark visions that stole your sleep, will lose their grip on your soul. They will fade into nothing, powerless against the light that now surrounds you. Where once her presence loomed over your every step, you will find only empty space, a space to breathe, to grow, to reclaim what she tried to steal from you. This is her first death, the moment her breath leaves her body, the moment her grip on you begins to break. When her heart stops beating, the power she wielded so cruelly will falter. The voice that once thundered in your ears will be reduced to silence. The shadow that seemed so vast, so unshakable, will begin to shrink. And in that moment, my child, you will take your first steps into a world where she no longer holds dominion over you. This is the beginning of your freedom, the first step toward the peace she tried so desperately to keep from your grasp. But do not be deceived into thinking this is the end. For witches, you see, do not die just once. They die twice. The first death takes her body, but the second, the true death, takes her hold over you. And this, my child, is the death that matters most. Right now, she still lingers in your mind. Even without her physical presence, she remains a specter in your thoughts, a shadow in the corners of your memory. Her name still carries weight, pressing down on your chest like a stone. When you hear it spoken, it sends a shiver through your spine, awakening old fears, stirring wounds you thought had begun to heal. You still see her in the darkness, in the silence, in the places where she once reigned. Even in death, she seems to haunt you, refusing to let go. But listen closely, my child, and understand this: her power is an illusion. It has always been an illusion. And illusions fade. A day will come here sooner than you think when something remarkable will happen. You will wake up and realize you have not thought of her for hours, maybe even days. Her name, once a dagger in your heart, will begin to lose its sharpness. The fear that clenched your soul will begin to loosen its grip. You will find yourself speaking of her without the weight of old pain pressing against your ribs. You will hear her name and feel a broken bar nothing. This is the second death, the final death of the witch. It is not marked by breath leaving the body or by the decay of flesh. It is marked by the decay of her influence, the crumbling of the prison she built around you. When her name no longer binds you, when her memory no longer holds you captive, she will be truly gone. Not just from this world, but from you. And in that moment, my child, you will be free. The spells she cast, the chains she wrapped around your spirit, will dissolve like cobwebs swept away by the wind. The power she stole from you will return, little by little, until one day, you realize it was always yours to begin with. The walls she built around you will collapse, and where once there was only darkness, there will be light. The fear she sowed in your heart will wither, unable to survive in the warmth of your newfound strength. She will become nothing more than a whisper of the past, a name without meaning, a story without power. And you will rise. No longer burdened by the weight of her existence, no longer haunted by the echoes of her cruelty. You will step into the life she tried to steal from you, and you will claim it as your own. Do not rush this process, my child. Healing is not a race. The second death does not happen in an instant. It unfolds in layers, like the peeling away of old, dead skin to reveal something fresh and new beneath. Some days, you may feel her presence lingering, like a shadow that refuses to leave at sunset. Other days, you will forget she ever existed. And then one day, without even realizing when it happened, she will be gone. So, take heart. The battle is already won. The power she once had over you is slipping through her fingers like sand, draining away into the void where it belongs. She is falling, crumbling, fading. And you, my beloved child, are rising. When the time comes, do not mourn her. Do not waste your energy cursing her memory or seeking revenge. She is already suffering the fate she set for herself. Instead, rejoice in your freedom. Rejoice in the life that is now yours to live, untainted by her touch. Her name will lose its power. Her story will lose its meaning. Her shadow will disappear. And you will stand, bathed in light, unshackled, reborn. This is the second death. This is the true victory. And this, my child, is your destiny. How to break her chains. You do not need to fight her, my child. you do not need to raise a hand or speak a word against her. The universe is already at work, turning her own weapons against her. The poison she brewed for you is already flowing back to her lips. The thorns she scattered in your path are already piercing her own flesh. Her destruction is certain, written in the stars, sealed by divine will. But if you wish to hasten your own release, to break her hold over you more quickly, there are things you can do. These are not acts of vengeance, but acts of strength, steps toward your own healing. First, stop saying her name. Names carry power, my child. Every time you speak it, you breathe life into her memory, you feed the shadow she left behind. Let her name fade from your lips. Let it become a forgotten sound, a whisper lost in the wind. The less you speak of her, the weaker she becomes, until she is nothing at all. Second, stop fearing her shadow. I know it is hard. I see how you flinch at the thought of her, how your heart races when her image flickers in your mind. But every time you give in to that fear, you give her strength she no longer deserves. Instead, laugh at her. Yes, laugh. She is nothing now, a fading echo, a broken thing. Her power is an illusion, and you are stronger than she ever was. Let your laughter scatter her shadow like leaves in a storm. Third, watch for the signs. The universe will speak to you when her end is near. You may smell rotten flowers, a stench of decay that lingers in the air. You may hear a crow cry 3 times, its voice sharp and final. You may dream of a broken mirror, its shards reflecting nothing but emptiness. When these things come, know that it is done. Her time is over, and yours is beginning. What you must do now, wait, my child. That is all you need to do. Wait and watch as the divine mirror reflects her wickedness back upon her. Wait and see as the poison she meant for you consumes her instead. Wait and witness as the thorns she planted in your life turn to choke her own. But do not wait in anger. Do not wait in bitterness. Wait in peace, in trust, in the quiet certainty that justice is unfolding. And when the moment comes, when her first death arrives and her second follows, do not rejoice in her suffering. Rejoice instead in your freedom. Rejoice in the light that fills the space she once darkened. Rejoice in the love that surrounds you now, carried on my wings, poured out from the heart of God. The day of your liberation, picture it with me, beloved. The day will come here, perhaps tomorrow, perhaps in a week, perhaps in a month, or when you feel the shift. You will step outside, and the air will taste different, clean and sweet. The birds will sing a little louder, their voices free of the heaviness that once muted them. The sun will touch your skin, and you will feel its warmth sink deep into your bones, chasing away the cold she left behind. You will walk through your day, and her name will not cross your mind. You will lie down at night, and her face will not haunt your dreams. You will smile not because she is gone, but because you are here, alive, whole, free. And I will be with you, my child. My wings will shield you from the echoes of her memory. My light will guide you into the new life that awaits. For you were never meant to live in her shadow. You were made for the light, for joy, for love that knows no end. The witch's end, your beginning. She thought she could break you, but she was wrong. She thought she could bind you forever, but her chains are snapping, one by one. Her story is ending, my child, but yours is just beginning. The witch will soon be dead, first in body, then in spirit too, and with her death comes your rebirth. So wait. Watch. Trust. The universe is moving, and it moves for you. The poison is turning. The thorns are tightening. The mirror is reflecting. And soon, very soon, you will stand in the fullness of your freedom, unshackled, unbroken, alive. You are not hers anymore. You never truly were. You are God's, and you are mine, and you are free. My precious child, the words I have spoken to you are not mere whispers carried on the wind. They are promises, etched into the fabric of existence by the one who holds all things together. The witch's end is near, her first death creeping closer with every breath she takes, her second death waiting patiently to erase her from your soul. The poison she brewed is turning, the thorns she scattered are tightening, and the mirror of divine law is reflecting her wickedness back upon her. You stand now at the edge of something glorious, a new beginning, a life unshackled, a freedom she could never take from you. But this moment, this sacred turning point, is not just for you to witness in silence. It is for you to claim, to shape, to share. As I speak to you now, I call you to rise, not just in spirit, but in voice. Take up your pen, let your words flow, and let your heart speak, for in doing so, you will seal her defeat and step fully into the light that awaits. The power of your voice. You may wonder, my child, why I ask you to write, to comment, to pour out what stirs within you. It is because your voice is a gift, a spark of the divine fire that burns in your soul. For too long, the witch's shadow has tried to silence you. Her lies, her curses, her cruelty, they were all meant to make you small, to keep your lips closed, your thoughts buried, your spirit caged. But she has no power over you now. The chains are breaking, the cage is crumbling, and your voice, your beautiful, powerful voice, is ready to rise. When you write, you take back what she stole. Every word you set down is a step away from her darkness, a declaration that you are no longer her prisoner. Every sentence you craft is a brick in the foundation of your new life, a testament to the strength she could not break. And when you comment, when you share your story with others, you light a beacon for those still lost in their own shadows. You become a mirror of God's love, reflecting hope to those who need it most. Do you see it, my child? Your words are not just so, they are a force, a ripple that spreads through the world, carrying freedom, healing, and truth. Writing is an act of freedom, so I urge you, write. Sit down with a pen, a paper, a screen, or whatever feels right to, and let it all spill out. Write about the weight she placed on you, the fear that once gripped your heart, the nights you thought the darkness would never end. Write about the moment you first felt the shift, the air growing lighter, the nightmares fading. Write about the signs of the rotten flowers, the crow's cry, the broken mirror, and the peace that followed. Don't hold back. Don't fear the mess of it, the rawness of it. Let it be wild, let it be true, let it be you. You don't need to be perfect, my child. You don't need to have all the answers or craft something polished and grand. This is not about perfection, no, it's about release. It's about taking the poison she fed you and turning it into ink, letting it flow out of you until it no longer burns. It's about taking the thorns she planted and weaving them into a story of triumph, a tale of a soul that refused to be crushed. Write for yourself first, to see your own strength laid bare. Write to mark the moment the witch's power over you died. Write to remind yourself that you are free. And then, when you're ready, share it. Comment. Speak. Let your voice join the chorus of others who have walked through their own shadows and emerged into the light. There is power in this act, a sacred energy that flows when you connect with those around you. Your words might reach someone who feels alone, someone still trembling under their own witch's shadow. Your story might be the hand they need to grasp, the spark that ignites their own courage. You have no idea how far your voice can carry, how many hearts it can touch, how many lives it can lift. A call to comment and connect. Comment, my child. Let your thoughts spill into the world, bold and unashamed. Tell others what this means to you: the witch's fall, the freedom rising, the divine justice unfolding. Tell them how you felt her grip loosen, how you woke one morning and realized her name no longer held you captive. Tell them about the signs you've seen, the hope you've found, the light that now fills your days. Don't be afraid of what they might think. Don't shrink back from the vulnerability of it. Your truth is your strength, and sharing it is your victory. When you comment, you do more than speak, you build. You build a bridge between yourself and others, a path for them to walk toward their own liberation. You show them they are not alone, that the universe moves for them too, that their witches will fall just as yours is falling. And in their responses, in their own words and stories, you will find something beautiful, a community of souls, bound by the shared journey from darkness to light. You will see that you are not the only one who has felt the weight, not the only one who has feared the shadow, not the only one who has waited for the dawn. The healing in your hands writing and commenting are not just acts of defiance against the witcher, they are acts of healing. Every time you put your thoughts into words, you mend a piece of yourself she tried to break. You stitch together the places she tore apart, filling them with light, with love, with the certainty that you are whole. It's a slow process, my child, but it is holy. Each word you write is a prayer answered, each comment you share is a hymn of gratitude for the freedom you've won. Think of it like this: the witch wanted you silent, small, afraid. She wanted your spirit locked away, your story untold. But now, with every stroke of your pen, with every word you type, you defy her. You prove that her power was temporary, her darkness fleeting. You show hearer and self that you were never hers to control. You belonged to the light all along, and now you are stepping into it, one word at a time. A vision of your future. Close your eyes for a moment, my child, and see what lies ahead. The witch is gone, ere her first death has come, her second has followed. Her name no longer echoes in your mind, her shadow no longer darkens your path. You sit with a notebook, a screen, a space to create, and your hands are steady. The fear is gone, replaced by a quiet strength, a joy that bubbles up from deep within. You write, and the words flow like a river, carrying away the last traces of her poison. You comment, and your voice rings clear, joining others in a song of freedom. In this future, you are not just free, you are radiant. Your story, once a burden, becomes a gift. Your words, once trapped, become wings. And as you share them, as you write and comment and connect, you realize something profound: you are not just healing yourself. You are helping others heal. You are not just reclaiming your voice. You are giving others permission to find theirs. My promise to you: I will be with you, my child, as you take these steps. My wings will hover near, my light will guide your hand. When the words feel hard to find, when the courage falters, I will whisper to you, you are enough. Your story matters. Your voice is needed. I will stand beside you as you write, as you comment, as you step into the fullness of who you were always meant to be. You are not alone, and these are not now, not ever. The witch's end is your beginning, but it is also more than that. It is a call, a challenge, a sacred invitation to rise and speak. So write, my child.